care. The Birds are playing the 49ers, the 40-winers, man. 49ers are missing a lot of key starters, but you never know with Vegas. The Kobe Dean expected to play. Yeah, they're going to need him back for playoffs and Super Bowl if they get there. Says he'll be ready.
Blown up by Dean. Flag is down. Dean with a big hit on Wilson.
We're gonna need him.
Jacobs up the middle. He's hit in the backfield.
Looks like Saquon Barkley's back.
Spinning forward, and he is in for the touchdown.
Yes, they hit him just beyond the line of scrimmage. He would not go down.
Up the middle, he pushes. He's got the first down.
The way he finishes, he lowers his shoulder pads, just runs over the safety.
Barkley again breaking a tackle. He's at the 35. He's at the 40. There he goes down the far sideline. And he has taken the 100-yard mark today and crushed it.
Toyota Player of the Week.
And to the Tanner McKee fanboy saying bench Jalen. Nah. His game against the Commanders shows you sheep need to just shut your damn mouth. I like the Eagles. I like the Eagles to beat the 49ers, but you never know with Vegas. They're a better team. They should beat the 40-winers. They should beat this team. But you never know. But I'm going to show you examples, some clips, why this league is a little screwed up. Roger Goodell belongs in prison. You know what? A lot of these NFL owners have a lot of gambling ties too, man. I'm going to show you that too.
Tony Romo talks about chips and footballs. There's remote controls, not football. That's why we see a lot of crazy kicks as of late.
From the 9, and that's into the first row. Maybe the second. And it's caught.
There he is, young Jim Nance. Just catching football. Oh, you see what they do there?
Yeah.
See how they switch that? But the reason you give the ball back, because there's chips in those footballs. Do you know that? And the NFL wants to keep their data to themselves and give you a ball that doesn't have chips.
Since running back Arian Foster said the league was rigged.
And this referee's going to miss this call because they hate you. And it's funny, before we started taping, Arian was telling me about how the NFL is rigged and how every year he used to get a script. Day one of training camp that would get dropped off at his locker. And you would have to, it was like week 1 you'll do this. Week 2 you're going to have a hamstring injury. Week 3 this is going to happen. Week 4 you're going to get 3 touchdowns. And so then you just have to, did you memorize those before the season started, or would you go and rehearse the script before every game?
We were really dedicated to it, so it was more so like that's what practice was about. It was about practicing the script. Like, this is what goes on, and this is what we have to do in order to.
And this referee's going to miss this call because they hate you and they love the Colts, that sort of thing.
WWF, so it's like, we know what's going to happen, but you still got to put on a show.
And it's funny, before we started taping, Arian was telling me about how the NFL is rigged.
I mean, enjoy the show. I mean, when there's millions and millions of dollars around, and when you got the tiny hats running stuff, man, don't expect everything to be legit, man. Don't. I mean, just about everything they told you in school is a lie. I mean, it's bull, man. This country is not even a sovereign nation. It's controlled by the tiny hats. That's something they don't tell you in school. The President of the United States is not the most powerful man in the world. Powers to be. They were all controlled opposition. Trump, Obama, Reagan, Clinton. Things about this country in general is fake. Carol Rosenblum, who's the owner of both the Baltimore Colts and the Los Angeles Rams, had ties to organized crime. I'm reading a lot about this, about a lot of the NFL owners who got ties to organized crime. Yeah, game fixing. Look at that. And Rosenblum, of course, is one of the tiny hats. And they run the mafia, too. Not the Italians or those Russians. Nope. Despite what the media tells you. Countless times in a lot of my videos over the years, but it's good. Repetition is good, so I'll show it again.
I mean, y'all know all the X's and O's, man. I'm just sitting at home watching. I don't like to get into that because I don't believe the game is really decided on the field. So, I don't get into all the X's and O's and talking, man. Like I said, I played in the game. I set a Super Bowl record, and we knew every play they was running before the game started. So, hey, who am I to say?
Well, tell us about that week leading up to the Super Bowl, because that was the big thing. Bill Callahan was the Raiders coach at the time. Obviously, John Gruden had just come over. Tell us about that week of preparation leading up to the game and how it was executed by you guys. I mean, you could know which plays are coming. And
Tim Brown and Jerry Rice come out and say that they made them run John Gruden's offense?
Yes. Yep. It was his offense, and you guys knew exactly what was coming. Did you know every single play?
They didn't run that offense all year, though. Ain't it odd that you would run it when you're playing against us?
So did you guys know every play before the ball was snapped?
I'm just saying, man, the game ain't decided on the field. That's all I'm going to say.
So do you think the Bucs' original Super Bowl that you were a part of and won was illegitimate?
I think everyone is. Come on, man.
If you don't.
So the reason you guys won the Super Bowl wasn't because of your outstanding defense. It was because that's the way it was predetermined. That's what you're.
Well, I mean, if I.
All right, so how do you see this game playing out? I guess it's you already told us, right? It's just depending on what Vegas wants it to be, right?
And why?
Carol Rosenblum, who's the owner of both the Baltimore Colts and the Los Angeles Rams, had ties to organized crime. I'm reading a lot about this, about a lot of the NFL owners who got ties to organized crime. Yeah, game fixing. Look at that. And Rosenblum, of course, is one of the tiny hats. And they run the mafia, too. Not the Italians or those Russians. Nope. Despite what the media tells you. J. Watt. Those Illuminati hand signals. Will the Steelers win? If they don't, Tomlin's gone. I think Mike Tomlin will be gone. Just like Harbaugh, who's now gone. We'll see. 40 Whiner fans cried the last time the Eagles knocked Brock Purdy out. This is what I want to see. More aggressive, physical contact, punishing defense. Screw Roger Goodell, that fraud. That scumbag belongs in prison. It's Hassan Reddick, yeah. It doesn't even look that punishing, but that's the one. That's the hit that knocked him out. I remember.
It's a few years ago. That's what knocked that punk out. Josh Johnson is now on the Commanders. The 49er fans cried. And this is what they did to the backup quarterback, longtime journeyman Josh Johnson.
That is eerily similar to the play that sent Brock Purdy out with the injury. It just shows how well coached this defensive line is. I think now they're coming out to take a look at Josh Johnson.
Oh my goodness. Christian McCaffrey is the next man up at quarterback. If Johnson has to go out of the game, he's the emergency, but he'd be next. Let's see what happened to Johnson.
Guys, I think his head hits the ground, and I think this came from upstairs. You see that? The way his head snapped back. Yeah, McCaffrey. So they're making him come off and get checked out, but I'm not sure. Where do they turn here?
So now Purdy is throwing. Christian McCaffrey is changing helmets. I mean, Christian McCaffrey.
49er fans is what this video you need to check out right here when the NFL was the real NFL.
The physical part of football is still the most important part. When you have two teams that know what they're doing and two teams that have great athletes on both sides, then usually the game is decided by the team that hits the hardest.
Before you do anything in football, you've got to be able to move from spot A to spot B to hit somebody. Now, once you get there, you want to get there with the most velocity, the most power, and the most impact.
Take it.
The rules for playing the game of football allow for a tremendous amount of collision. And this is a collision sport. It's not a contact sport.
If you lose the battle of the hitting, I'm not sure you're going to win the other battle either.
I'll tell you what you better do. I can watch you. You walk around out there with your finger up your and you ain't hitting the damn zone. The name of the game, man, is hit.
It's still a physical game. Let's face that fact. And it always will be. That's what makes people want to play this game, because it is a physical game. It's not touch tag. Let's call it what it is. It's violent and it's physical.
When a guy gets hit and his headgear pops off, that's part of the game. And that's what people pay money to go see, the great hits.
Really, I don't understand how the Steelers lost to the Cleveland Browns the way they did. Looked like Aaron Rodgers threw that pick on purpose. But the window's closing for Lamar Jackson. Okay, Lamar Jackson. The window's closing. And is Mike Tomlin going to get fired, or is Coach Harbaugh going to get fired? Loser goes home. NFL is registered as sports entertainment. Because really, I don't understand how the Steelers lost to the Cleveland Browns the way they did. Looked like Aaron Rodgers threw that pick on purpose. But the window's closing for Lamar Jackson.
Harbaugh's fired. Is Mike Tomlin next? I mean, the Steelers don't at least make the AFC Championship game, I think Tomlin's probably going to be gone. I mean, especially he's just one and done against the Houston Texans. And the future for Lamar Jackson also sounds interesting. Rumors he doesn't want to play for the Ravens. If he goes to the Dolphins, he won't win. That's a bad organization.
Why are you the way that you are? Honestly, every time I try to do something fun or exciting, you make it not that way.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Okay. NFL is rigged. Vikings, Packers, just trying to cover the spread. I mean, this 3 points really doesn't mean anything. It's just to cover the spread.
December 30th of 2018. So here comes Brandon McManus, longtime kicker, 12th NFL season, avoiding a shutout here in Week 18.
Yep, cover the Vegas spread.
Records his NFL first down. Burrow, he's under pressure, he's sacked, and there it is, a record that has stood nearly a quarter of a century as a new leader as 30-year-old Myles Garrett records his NFL record 23rd sack of the year.
You look to the veterans here, and Mark Andrews has been a guy over the years that you can really count on in these key situations. Of course, had the awful moment in the playoffs last year, but I'm sure he would love a little redemption right now.
The Steelers bring that pressure. It's 4th and 7. Season on the line. Jackson lofting it up, and it is. Oh, held on to by Isaiah Likely at the 22-yard line. He's been in the middle of so many big moments.
These two linemen from the Falcons, they don't even move. It's like they're sitting there waiting on their Uber. Or maybe they're just NPCs and this is a glitch in the Matrix. But they allow number 8 to just slide on by without ever leaving their stance. He blocks it and recovers it for a touchdown. And as you can see here with a better view, these two guys never leave their stance. They allow number 8 to just skate on by and make the play. And after he blocks the field goal, they turn around. This is 10 seconds, 7 seconds into the play, and now they're out of their stance. This is just blatant rigging of the game. They're allowing number 8 to go right past them, unscathed, unchallenged, and it's unbelievably fake. Because you can see they never moved until the ball was blocked. The NFL is rigged, and this play shows it.